Good evening, everyone. practice our comedy skills and our comedy etiquette. That being said, let's move all the cool kids over here to do each other a favor. That would be a good thing, right? No? Know what you do? Respect your fellow comedians. You sit up here and enjoy the show or not. I can physically harm every one of you, probably all at once. That's fine. Are you doing comedy tonight? Then you can stay exactly where you want to be. That's where you belong. Fuck yeah, this snow is keeping us, it's hampering us down a little bit this week, but that's all right. We're going to fucking make some moves. We got a Twitch audience tonight, right, Joe? Yeah, that's right, Chris. It's great. This is going to be awesome. Thanks, buddy.
What'd you say?
I said we got a Twitch audience tonight, right?
Oh, goddamn we do.
Fuck, how many hot fucking meat slamming dudes are watching right now?
25 of the most hot exclusive Twitch viewers watching right now.
And these are voracious appetites that you have to fucking satisfy tonight, fellas and ladies. So there might not be a lot of bodies in the room, but there's some hungry ears out there waiting to hear you talking about jacking off. Like, that's really what they're waiting for the most. I've watched the Uncle Joe show on Twitch, and that's all it is. Oh, yeah. Monday, this is the part where I tell you I had a birthday, and everybody claps and gets all retarded about it, right? So Monday, I turned 42. Yes! All right. And it progressively, it sucks. Every year, something... It really does. Every year, something landmark will happen to me that'll show that I'm getting older. Starts out stupid, like my glasses. Just like the day I woke up on my birthday, I needed a new prescription. But last year was really fucked up, and it's something I haven't done in a long time. I pissed my bed, you guys. Yep. Woke up from a dream of having a wonderful piss, and was really pissing in my bed next to my wife, who's hot also. And, I had to go and, I'm not going to wake her up and be like, hey, I pissed the bed. I'm saving that for the morning. So, you got to go to the bathroom and get the towel, lay it down on your piss, and sleep in your shame till morning comes. It's fucking bullshit. I'd rather shit the bed, honestly. Because if you shit the bed, you got this, nice loaf in your underpants, and you can kind of trundle to the bathroom, plop the majority of the shit in the toilet, and take those underwear and just whip them in the neighbor's yard, and they can find them at the next spring thaw. Yeah. It sucks getting old. Because you guys are pretty young. Gabe, how old are you? 26. Gabe has a firm, beautiful, pouched nutsack right now. It's like, you ever had a really good, juicy peach, and you get that pit in the middle, and it's just this firm little nutsack shape? That is Gabe's balls, right? Fucking beautiful. But over time, it's like the evolution of man. Like, they just start stretching out, Gabe. Over time, it's like a second puberty they don't tell you about. Just one day you'll wake up and find out your balls are bigger. And that actually happened on a birthday. I woke up on a birthday, and I did the same thing I do every day. When I put my pants on, I go like this, And the other leg, like that. And this time, though, when I brought my leg up like that, I kicked myself in the balls. Yeah, just like that. And then I fucking grabbed them. Side note, true story, for some reason, a penny was stuck to them also. Not just any penny, a fucking wheat penny. So it was off to a good start that day. But yeah, they're just longer now. It's fucking terrible. It's like fucking fruit bats just hanging between my legs taking a nap, This is this pendulum made of an old dish rag that has veins and hair, right down there, It's like if I lived in some tribe, I could use them to take down antelopes, It's like dinner is served for the whole tribe tonight, thanks to my old farm dog balls. It's like their spirit animal is like if you let Laffy Taffy just melt on a picnic table in the summer slowly. That's my ball's spirit animal. Or a Walmart bag stuffed with too much shit. That's also my ball's spirit animal. It's fucking terrible. Looks like Joe Camel, you know? Which sucks, because for a while my dong was leading the race. It was like the rabbit in the hare. Like, my dong is this really annoying rabbit just running around being fast. And meanwhile, my balls are like, don't worry, I'll catch up soon enough. Slow and steady wins the race. Fuck. You lose your jizz powers, too, when you get older. Seriously. When I was like 18-ish, I could knock that can off that table with my jizz. With force, too. You got good jizz still? He said, it's all right. He's fucking hammering finishing nails in the fucking wall with his jizz. Meanwhile, mine like slowly falls out the side like if you left a hot glue gun on the table for a while, you know? Like an old sleeping dog, like an old bulldog would just drool. My farts even sound like old bulldogs. If like somebody knocks on the door and an old dog doesn't want to wake up and it's just like, bruh. That's my farts. It's either that or they're like Star Wars swamp monster sounds. So it's one of those two. Ugh. Man. So yeah, when you can't jizz anymore, your immediate reaction is to hit up the internet, self-diagnose, like, what's wrong with my jizz, where'd it go? And of course, you're going to get a lot of these weird ads for all this weird shit you can eat. You know, like, it's always like some Thailand weird secret recipe, like shark lips, you know, octopus dicks, you know, shit like that. In powdered form with ginseng and wasabi. But then there was one, it was straight up, it was tiger cum. Tiger cum. Get some tiger cum, drink tiger cum, and you will fucking cum like a tiger. Is basically like what it was telling you, you know? And it was expensive as shit. It was so expensive. And all I could do is think about, like, how do you get tiger cum? Seriously. And immediately I just pictured this little strapped fucking Ong Bak looking motherfucker with, you know, sashes tied around his arms and scars on his chest and face, you know. And he just gets into the fucking cage and wrestles up the tiger, fucking jacks it off real quick, you know, brings it out and like, send that one to Chris May, you know. Then the more I think about it, I was like, well, fuck the tiger's cum. I want to drink this guy's cum. I mean, seriously, he just fought the cum out of a tiger. Let me have some of what he's producing, you know. You wouldn't have to work as hard either, you know. Oh, cum. I tell you. Woody woo. You get older, too, you can't protect yourself as much because you're fragile. And every motherfucker these days is like an MMA guy or gal, you know? So, like, what do you do? I can't rely on my size to intimidate anyone anymore because some little, like, 4-foot guy can climb you like a monkey and dislocate, like, your dick bone, you know, in a heartbeat. But fortunately, I like to read a lot of stupid books, you know, like if it's like a book that said, like, how to stack wood the Norwegian way, I'm going to read it. It's this thick. It's very informative. But I got a SWAT team survival or a SWAT team training manual, and it's got like lots of cool things to do, like in case, you know, the shit hits the fan, you know. But one of them struck me as like really like utilizable, and it was if you ever get attacked by a dog, they say the best thing to do is to, you know, calm down and then just insert 2 fingers in the dog's asshole, and it stymies the dog long enough for you to get away, you know. You could also whisper like, oh, good boy, shh, you know, and calm it down. It's like, that's like the perfect fucking thing to do. Like if you're ever at the local watering hole and that little redneck guy just decides to call you a fag for no reason, you know, and his chair skirts out like, hey, you faggot. That's when you're just like, get at me, dog. And you just get him in close, and then you spider your hand down his back and insert. You are the greatest man in this room. Every woman here wants your seed. Your camouflage bumpers on your jacked up truck are beautiful. And who would have thought having a pair of testicles on the back of that truck would be as awesome as it is? And you're safe and sound. You fucking can get away. No fuss, no muss. But think about like taking that even further. Like take that to work, you know? And you got that shitty boss. Who's got a shitty boss? Gabe, you got a shitty boss? Yourself. I'm sure you put your fingers in your ass on the regular, though. You can't have a weird mustache like that and not finger your own butt for a couple times a day at least. You know. Where do you work, ma'am? Yeah. Oh, so the principal come down on you hard someday, and he's like, "You're not." I'm not sticking my fingers up his ass. Well, for the sake of what I'm doing right now, you are. He's just coming down on you like, do you see how they're not filling in the number 2 penciled circles on these tests good enough? Luann, that's your name now? You know? And you could just like, get at me, Principal McGillicuddy, and walk down. You boost morale so much in this school. Test scores are through the roof since you took over. And the bus route is so much more efficient. Safe and sound. Could use that on your fucking wife. And your goddamn wife and your goddamn wife snagging on your goddamn ass about doing the laundry or the dishes. Insert other stereotype wife shit. Just like, get at me, wife. You do so much for this family. All the jobs you do, cooking, cleaning, laundry, house cleaning, driving, you should be getting $395,000 a year. And your Pinterest page is so interesting. Fucking, there you go. You're good to go. Whew. So yeah, take that, use that shit. That's all for you. That's the pacifist way. Ugh. Man, you guys want to get down to some comedians? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. But when I tell you who the first comedian is, I want you to kick that shit in a maximum overdrive. Ladies and gentlemen, your first comedian of the evening is Mr. Dick Bumkiss. Give it up for Dick Bumkiss, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the name is obviously a fucking forgery.
Wait, that's someone lied?
What's that?
We got a fucking liar in here?
It's in big. Everything's in Sharpie except for Dick Bumkiss, which I was hoping would be like this awesome character would come out with like an accordion or something. But no, so fuck you, Dick. It was a test to see how well you clap, and you failed anyway. Okay, so give it up for, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tim Brennan. Tim Brennan, ladies and gentlemen. For Chris, everybody.
Damn, I was really hoping I could have Dick Bumkiss open for me tonight. Oh, man, good to be back in DeKalb. All right, it was a little bit of a delayed reaction. There we go. Nice to be back in the town where my cousin went to college for 8 years and only got his associates. Just proves to you D's do get degrees. I'll tell you guys a little bit about me. I also just had a birthday recently. I'm now 30 years old as of last week. Thank you. I appreciate that, because as you get older, your birthdays feel a lot less important. It's like when I was younger, my birthdays were great. My 10th birthday, I got tickets to WrestleMania. 16th, I got a new car. 30th birthday, I got a Facebook post that said, Happy B-Day. And 5 people who liked it, so it looked like it was from all of them. 4 if you don't include that first like from me. But yeah, the 30s are going well. The year's going good. I made it all the way to DeKalb, right? Yeah, take that, guidance counselor who said I'd grow up to loiter outside the laundromat. She was right, I do, but I do this too. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to accomplish a lot this year. Because, I look at all my other friends that are my age, I'm nowhere close to where they're at in life. It's I have one friend, he runs his own company. I have 2 that travel the world teaching English. And for the 3rd year in a row, my New Year's resolution was to put sheets on my bed. Right after get sheets and a bed. February, I haven't crossed anything off that list yet. But yeah, it's been a good year so far, but it's weird because my friends my age now that I'm 30, my friends are all having kids now, and I'm nowhere close to that either, where I feel like if I had kids now, I'd be messing up the life advice you're supposed to be giving your kids. So I'd just be now what do we say about getting into cars with strangers? That's right, always wear a seatbelt. Head off to school. Dad's got to go to the bowling alley to play the slot machine so you can go to college. But it's strange seeing my friends have these great jobs, having kids now. Because growing up, my friends were just complete degenerates. It's during high school, there were numerous times I actually had to say the words, dude, you stole how many shopping carts? Why can't you be more like me? Collect wrestling magazines and action figures like a normal virgin. Glad you guys like that. The joke kind of hurts my feelings. But the worst of my friends was my friend Jerry. Jerry was strange though, because he was unbelievably smart, but at the same time just an absolute lunatic. It's I'm pretty sure he's the only person in history to graduate high school at the top of his class and give his valedictorian speech with a neck tattoo. That he gave himself. Using a broken Sharpie and a safety pin when he was bored during study hall. He was the craziest of my friends. He did something I'll never forget it as long as I live. It happened my junior year of high school. And we were doing our Friday tradition where after school, we'd go to Best Buy, we'd buy a CD, and then after that, we'd get a box of donuts. And we'd spend our Friday night driving around, listening to music and eating donuts. Not bragging, that's just how cool me and my friends were in high school. We didn't go to parties because people didn't invite us. We just had donut business to tend to. Right? But yeah, so we get our CD, we get the donuts, and we're driving. I'm the driver. Jerry's in the passenger seat with the box of donuts on his lap. We start driving. We're listening to our new Slayer CD. Yeah. It's like any 2 teenage boys that bought the NSYNC discography as a goof. But we're driving around, and so we each have a donut. And after our first one, Jerry rolls down the window. I don't think anything of it. I think he's just gonna smoke the pot he stole from the vice principal's desk. But then the next thing I hear is, ugh! And so I panic because I think I just hit something. Which, by the way, made me produce just the most absurd scream I've ever made in my life. It's I can't recreate the noise I made. But the best way I can describe it, it sounded like a combination of the scream of horror from the mom and the scream of surprise from the dad after Maury announces you are not the father. And so, yeah, I panic, and so I just drive away like they taught me to do during driver's ed in public high school. And about halfway down the block, I start to feel guilty. So I stop the car, I look behind me to see if everything's okay. what I saw was two joggers, one standing terribly confused, and the other hunched over, grabbing his stomach like this. The next thing I see, I look down at Jerry's lap, there's one donut missing. Some of you just put it together what happened there like I did. The reason that guy's bent over like this is Jerry just did a drive-by with a Boston cream. And that was confirmed after I looked up at him, and he's licking chocolate off his fingers, laughing so hard he's about to pass out. And so I drive home, I slam the car into park, and I'm yelling at him now. I'm mad. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? Why did you throw a donut at that man? Not a sentence you ever prepare yourself to say. And I wasn't prepared for his response either, because when I asked that, he stopped laughing. He looked me right in the eye and he goes, because why not? That idiot just learned a lesson in the hazards of running at night. And, like, I was scared for a few days. I thought, like, maybe they got my license plate. I was going to, you know, get called by the cops or something. Nothing ever happened. And, like, I don't think I ever saw that jogger again, but I know if I do, I'll know it's him. He'll be the only guy jogging at night wearing a chest protector. But, like, I saw Jerry recently because, like, I went to his house. He has a wife now. He just had a new baby on purpose. I feel like I have to tell you that after what I just told you about him. But, like, I'm holding Jerry's baby, and the baby starts smiling at me, and Jerry's wife just goes, oh, Jerry Jr.'s, he likes you. He's not only cute, he's really smart, too. We think he's going to grow up, go to Harvard, and be a lawyer. So I look back at her, and I just go, yeah. Then I look down at the baby, and my first thought is, if he's anything like his dad, he's definitely going to be spending time in a courtroom. Judge will refer to this little bundle of joy as the defendant. My name's Tim Brennan. Thank you, guys.
Keep ripping it up for Tim Brennan, you motherfuckers. Nice job, nice job. Got the New Year's resolutions. I made one too, you guys. I made a resolution to show less bulge on my day-to-day. So, what do you think? My other New Year's resolution was to get more people to look at my bulge. So, 2 for 2 on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Comedians write like mongoloids. I don't even know what a mongoloid is. Ladies and gentlemen, I know who this next comedian is. He's one of the best comedians ever. Slap those fucking hands together for Mr. Ben Hamilton, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Hamilton!
Thank you very much. Awesome to be here. Just like Chris, I too just had a birthday. Apparently my dad pulled out, his pullout game was weak 3 days before your parents. And like Chris, I learned a lot of things in my 40s. We're supposed to go get the oil checked, you know, where you get the finger in your, I'm 42. I've had 3 fingers in my ass. Only one person had a degree to do it. So, not something I'm looking forward to, all right? And I call it checking the oil because have you ever gone to the mechanic? You get your oil checked just to get your oil checked, and they tell you everything else that's wrong with your car? Like, I already know everything that's wrong with me. Like, I had a heart attack when I was 34. I have high blood pressure. I got a lazy eye. I got a dick when it's erect hard and it points this way. Like, my dick, literally, when I wake up in the morning and I have a hard on, it looks like it's trying to sneak and hitchhike its way off my body to somebody else. Like, I'm the human equivalent of a rescue. Like, you picture that Sarah McLachlan video. You got the dog with one eye, like a cat that looked like it's lived in the rain, and there's fucking me just, hey. It's fucking, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I have an awesome girlfriend. She's so lucky to be with me because every woman I've ever been with, I have given an orgasm to, and that is the honest to God's truth. Now, well, most of them were mine. They were mostly my orgasms, but when you're having sex with somebody and they're not having one, just give them one of yours. Don't be rude about it. Sometimes my girlfriend, when she has one of her own, not one of those placebo ones that you women like to have sometimes, I give her a little tap on the nose. I'm like, hey, who rescued who, huh? You know what else I learned in my 40s is I don't care who knows it. I love using adult wet wipes. Oh, my God. It's like taking a shower without getting your hair wet. Holy shit. How many people use those things? Oh, my God. Listen, when you use toilet paper, you fucking wrap up your fists like you're going in a fight with Mayweather or whatever. One dry, one wet. That's it. Done. It is the most amazing feeling. I don't know why I was ever ashamed to admit that. I have the cleanest asshole. And you know what? I don't care. I'll flush them even if it says don't flush. Fuck that. Track me down through it. I don't care. My girlfriend she's got a couple of kids. One of them's 10, and they're doing that thing in the class where they separate the boys and the girls come back like terrified, and the guys were laughing because they were looking at pictures of dicks for the last 30 minutes. Well, the girl comes home, and she has a lot of... Now, I have a boy. I raised a son. My son's 22, went through college and everything like that. And so I did good as a parent. He lived. Her daughter asked her... She came home from school, like probably the third day into this whole thing, and she goes, Mom, she goes, can you get pregnant from eating sperm? And I had to walk away because I almost yelled, not if you chew it before you swallow. And... See, let me tell you what kind of parent I am. I'm a fucking horrible parent. I mean, I'm a good parent. I was always there for my kid and everything else. But, like, when he got sick one time, and I went to the store, and I got him some medicine, and I didn't really read it, I just gave it to him, and he went to sleep, and he woke up the next morning, and he's like, I still don't feel too good. I go, did that medicine help you at all? He goes, yeah, a little bit. And I'm like, well, here, take some more of it then. And then I sent him to school. Now, he was in 6th grade. Okay, so he was he's trusting me with his life. He came home from school, and he's like, I was falling asleep all day. And I'm like, well, how sick are you? And I picked up the box, and I'm reading it, and it says Benadryl. And like, here's how I determined which medicine to get. Whatever cartoon looked the healthiest on the fucking box. I'm like, oh, this kid looks healed on the box. I'm going to fucking give him this one. And he's still alive. I had to change my mode of transportation recently because of your fucking tolls. Like, I was living in Michigan for the last year, and I came over to visit 6 months ago, and I can't afford to leave because of your tolls. But I ended up getting... Anybody got a motorcycle? Any bike riders? Oh, just, like, bicycles and fucking summer hats and the flannel, and I got you. Well, I got my first bike, 50 cc's of Pure Thunder. It's a scooter. Listen, there's nothing cool about being 42 on a scooter, all right? I went up to my girlfriend's house, and I was like, me. And then she comes out and like, see, at least I'll never cheat on you. Because nobody's fucking a 42-year-old on a scooter. Unless you see another 42-year-old dude on a scooter. And I'm sitting there talking to her daughter, and her daughter's like, I'm going to tell I'm going to tell my friends at school that my mom's dating a comedian. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I got a little bit of an ego out of it. And she goes, and I'm going to tell them you play guitar, too. Because I do. And she goes, and I'm going to tell them you got a scooter. I'm like, don't tell people that shit. You get your ass. I had it for 2 weeks, and I wrecked it. I wrecked it by stopping. It's a normal thing. I just went to hit the brakes. And the thing is the road was wet because it had rained the day before. So I went from this, and now I'm fucking laying on the ground. Now, the people behind me, not one motherfucker even opened their window or their door to see if I was okay. Not one person rolled down their window like, get up, you pussy. It's not even a real bike, And I can see why. I mean, they're mad enough that I'm in front of them going 35 miles an hour in a 50. And now all of a sudden at this light, I decide, I'm going to fucking take a nap. So the thing is I get up on the scooter, and I start getting it going again, and this fucking chick almost runs me off the road again. And it's not like I can do it. She's going to fucking think her phone went off. She's 20. She's going to think, oh, I got an Instagram fucking like, and just run me off the road again. So... Thanks, man. Well, fuck. All right, thanks, guys. No, I'm okay, though. I mean, I'm fine. I appreciate your concern. Now, that's my time, you guys. Thank you very much for yours.
Oh, keep the thunder rolling for Ben Hamilton, everybody. Next time you make it out, bring that guitar. He's fucking awesome with his guitar. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Ben before, but it's fucking truly great. Truly good songster. Yeah. Can you guys help me out with this song? You don't have to be lonely. Yeah. I want to get all the motherfuckers from blackpeoplemeet.com to sign up for that fucking website and cuckold the shit out of it. I think that would be a fucking great idea. I truly do. I want to try that sometime, cuckolding somebody. But I don't want it to, like, stop at the sex. Like, I want to, like, the next day we all get up and I teach this kid how to ride a fucking bike while I'm looking him in the eyes going, look at you, fucking bitch. Now let's take these training wheels off and put them on this cock, you dumbass. That's what I want to do. Man, speaking of cuckolding, who do we got next, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, I've seen this comedian plenty of times, and he's fucking great, too. Everybody, thunderous, murderous applause for Waleed Ismail, please. Please, ladies and gentlemen.
She really upset with me. I didn't give her what she liked. I don't know what to tell her, don't know what to say. Everything got funky now.
So on my way up here, I passed a White Castle, and it had the sign that they're taking reservations for Valentine's Day. Have you guys seen that? Did you know that was a thing? That White Castle does reservations for Valentine's Day? I feel like that's the move if you're trying to break up with your girlfriend, but you want her to do it for you. Right? Like, oh, no, baby, I'm taking you to a nice place. Go to White Castle. Then we're going to go roller skating. But we're paying Dutch. You know, I don't know. Like, I find it very odd. All right. Set this out of the way. I get it. I know what I look like. I look like Tiger Woods joined the Nation of Islam. Right? I look like Carlton just saw Roots for the first time. Maybe started listening to the Roots. I don't know. I look like Richard Pryor started driving a taxi cab. I look like Welcome Back Kotter joined ISIS. I look like Huey from the Boondocks became middle management. I look like a version of Colin Kaepernick nobody wants to link arms with. I'm saying I look exactly like Colin Kaepernick. I look like Black Bob Ross. Well, my name is Waleed Ismail, as has already been mentioned. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I like to golf. I drink craft beers. I listen to Arcade Fire. Yeah. So white people, cultural appropriation does go both ways. Yeah. I've played beach volleyball multiple times this summer. I saw Sublime in concerts. And if I see one more white guy wearing a dashiki, I swear to God this goatee's becoming a handlebar mustache. It's really weird golfing, too, looking like this. Because this is not a look on a lot of golf courses. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's a little bit of a racial profiling problem going on in this country. Because there's always some Mexican guy trying to put me to work. All right? So let's just get this out of the way. I'm not Mexican. I'm not Indian. Not a Kardashian. Just because I'm brown doesn't mean you can start talking to me in whatever brown person language you want, and I will suddenly understand you. Do you know how weird it is to have someone get mad at you for not being Mexican? Because I didn't have a say in the matter. You know, my mom's not a fan of the Black Bob Ross look either. The first time she saw my afro, she's like, Waleed, why are you growing an afro? You're not African. Guys, I'm Egyptian. Northern University does not teach geography. Do we not know where Egypt is located? Because it's located in Africa. My mother was born in Africa. The only thing more African than me is her. I'm saying my mom is the racial profiling problem going on in this country because she keeps talking to me in this weird brown person language I don't understand. I tell her, Mom, I'm Mexican. I wouldn't say that to her. She doesn't know geography. What if she believed me? But yeah, no, I am Egyptian, and It's always interesting when people find out I'm Egyptian. It's always real excited. Like, oh, you're from Egypt. I've always wanted to go there. Really? Do you not watch the news? Because I have family in Egypt and I don't want to go there. Do you know what does... Oh, hey. I'm just saying, like, you know what does not make for a great vacation hotspot? Civil unrest. Right? You know what's lovely this time of year? Syria. Said nobody ever. But I get it, too. Like, when people talk to me about Egypt, they're not talking to me about Egypt. They're talking to me about Narnia. They are talking to me about Oz. They're talking to me about Middle Earth. Oh, you're from the Shire. You know what, I don't know what I'm saying here. Totally lost my train of thought on that one. I don't know, like, I just think, like, there's a line you can cross when you're talking to someone about being Egyptian. Like, Nicolas Cage. He's crossed it. Not for being Nicolas Cage, just, I don't know if you know this, but Nicolas Cage had a pyramid built for him to be buried in. That's the honest-to-God truth. There's a pyramid in New Orleans waiting, like the rest of us, for Nicolas Cage's corpse. And the thing is, pyramids were tombs for pharaohs. And pharaohs were gods to their people. And after making Wicker Man, Ghost Rider, and National Treasure 2, Nicolas Cage decided that he was a god. Like, okay, maybe after leaving Las Vegas, you could make an argument. He won an Oscar for that. But like Wicker Man? Do you know what the best part about Wicker Man is? It's that Nicolas Cage was burned alive at the end of Wicker Man. I'm just saying, if you want to talk to me about being Egyptian, try to remember that it's been roughly 5,000 years since the pharaohs ruled Egypt. A lot has changed. We don't ride camels anymore. Do you know who rides camels in Egypt? Anyone? White people. It's white people who want to feel more Egyptian. If you want to feel more Egyptian, try overthrowing your governments. Huh? Maybe draft a constitution. But maybe don't ask me if I was born in a pyramid when everyone knows you're buried in one. Huh? Don't ask me if I can read hieroglyphics when you can't read an emoji in a text. Don't ask me if I am related to King Tut, and I won't ask you if you're related to Charlemagne. Don't ask me if I worship cats. I'm Egyptian. I'm not a librarian. And don't ask me if I walk like an Egyptian. Obviously, I walk like an Egyptian. I'm Egyptian. Any way I choose to walk is me walking like an Egyptian. See this? I am walking like an Egyptian. But I am still pissed about the whole Moses thing. And guys, I've been Wally Dismail. That's my time.
Wally deserves more. Give him more. Give him some more. Come on. Thank you for expanding our racial sensitivities. I'm going to add that on to another recent one. I was in Alaska, and I was told, don't say Eskimos. I guess that's a slur amongst the Eskimos. They're Inuits, and I'm not into it. But I was just like, what's the big deal, though? Like, you're known for a pie and a fucking kiss. It's not like my super racist grandpa said he had to Eskimo rig the muffler up on his car with a coat hanger, you know. Yeah, we're getting deep there, huh? What word did you just think about? Oh, Jesus Christ, everybody. I'm pumping it up. I'm pumping it up because this next man coming to the stage is quite a remarkable human being. He has his own internet television show. He is the Robin to the Joe the Batman on the Uncle Joe Show on Twitch TV. Ladies and gentlemen, raise some hell for Mr. Quinn Miller.
this. When you said I had my own show, I got worried for my life. It is Uncle Joe's show. He just lets me sit there. Okay. I would. There's enough nephews, we could take him. Okay. Hello, Twitch. Hello, everybody. I've had a good day today so far. I was able to pull hair out of my face that's been bothering me. Yeah, Gabe, you get me. That's a better feeling than I want to admit, Gabe. You're right. And then my sister blocked me on Facebook. So doing all right, not gonna lie. You're like, Quinn, what did you say to your sister to get blocked on Facebook? My nephew broke his leg and is in a wheelchair now. True story. And so she posted on Facebook like every millennial mom does, and she's like, Tristan's got his cool wheelchair now. He's mobile. So I go, so this means I can race him with other cool uncles and nephews? She says, no. I go, well, too bad. If we're racing, we need good costumes. First idea for the costume, Holy Rider. We dress him up like a little pope. I'm a cool cardinal. We got the gift of God on our side. We can't lose. She goes, Quinn, that's offensive on so many levels. I'm like, Morgan, if he does anything, it's okay. He's 7. They're 7 too. Second thing, because she did not like that joke. She doesn't like the idea of me telling her her son is already sexually active. But he got into a wheelchair somehow, let's be honest. It's by fucking, okay. Second idea for my super sweet child derby is Sidewinder. We get really sick on like really technical, like really pro level drifting. We dress in all snakeskin. I even bite the other uncles for immersion, right? We go by Sidewinder. She doesn't like this. She goes, Quinn, leather helmets don't protect his head. I'm like, Morgan, he's already fallen once. He's damaged goods. It doesn't matter. But I take that into heart. Fine. Second one, helmet included. We go, that's right, Racer X from Speed Racer. I go as the hilarious monkey that gets into wacky hijinks. She goes, Quinn, don't you think it's more appropriate to be Speed Racer and his overweight uncle? I go, yeah, probably, but Morgan, let's be honest. These costumes are more for me. I'm talking about illegally racing kids. No one is actually wearing costumes. I'm pretty sure that's why she blocked me on Facebook. But my dad commented, oh, what if you went as Sam Witwicky? We got him a radio to talk to, paint him up yellow. He goes as Bumblebee. He didn't get blocked. So I think it's because my awesome ideas got more likes and Facebook reacts than her shitty ploy at trying to manipulate Facebook's empathy. Okay, guys. So 2018, trying to do new things, right? Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay. I'm trying to date more. One problem, terrible at it. I'm going to tell you some things that not to do. I think this will help you, man. Okay, first thing, when the very nice half-black lady randomly brings up mulattoes while talking about cookies, you're allowed to laugh. That's a joke. That's a joke. You're allowed to laugh at it. What you're not allowed to do is sit forward and say, oh, I don't like that cookie, and then try and spend the next 5 minutes. You literally just mean the cookie and not her, and that you actually do stand by that, because if a cookie needs to be dunked to be good, not a good cookie. The second thing you should not do is when the lady says she works with special needs children, she works in special education, don't eagerly look at her and go, I was in special ed. It's not endearing. No one likes that. In fact, some people consider that a red flag. Guys, I am not meeting up with this lady again. Her choice. Okay. So, do you guys remember the first time you saw a foreskin? Me too. His name was Noah. I was 5. He was 7. He had all the cool video games, and I loved playing video games. So I would be over at his house fucking constantly just playing, Superman 64. I had a burp. I'm sorry, guys. I burped. Jesus. Okay. So I like to think you're laughing at the idea of anyone playing Superman 64. That game's unplayable, okay? Done. Okay. But so I'd be over playing video games with him. Noah would be like, hey, Quinn, do you want a snack? Secret. Always a yes. I always want a snack. I love snacks. So I go, yeah. He goes, okay, I'll go and get him. So after a while, I'd get anxious, because let's be honest, I want my fucking snack, Noah. Get off your ass. So I'd go and I'd be like, hey, Noah, where's the snack? And he is huddled over behind the door with his little penis out, and he peels the head back like a turtle. And that was more traumatic enough for me to go ask my mom, what the fuck was up with Noah's penis? And I find out that, I'm circumcised. My eldest brother circumcised. My middle brother uncircumcised. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my mom when she got my first brother circumcised, and she was like, oh no, can't do that. Let's go all natural for the second one, and then change her fucking idea and make a weird foreskin Oreo out of her sons. Guys, I don't know what this is, but I do know that I'm not supposed to know that my brothers aren't circumcised. Jesus. So when my brothers would beat me up as a kid, all I could think was, yeah, Logan, you're hitting me really well in the ribs, but your dick looks different than mine, and fuck you, Okay. Do I have more time, or was that little thing the light? Was that the light? Oh. Okay, just go. Okay, deal. Guys, the second time I saw a foreskin, his name Austin. I don't feel bad naming names, right? Because I told these hilarious stories at their weddings this summer when they got married to each other. It's sweet, right? I'm kidding. We're all mostly straight. These ruined our friendships. I haven't seen these guys in decades. We hate each other. Okay, but the second time I've seen his foreskin, we didn't have a name for this game that we used to play, me and Austin, but looking back on it, I colloquially call it penis or thumb. Penis and thumb had 2 rules. The first rule, the other guy cannot be looking at his open hand, right? Can't be staring at it. That shit would be problematic. The second rule was it never was the thumb, always the penis. So what would happen is your friend would walk over, place your penis in his hand, and be like, "Hey, is this my thumb?" No, it wasn't. Guys, this wasn't the. I didn't start penis or thumb. Okay, I did not. But I did perpetuate it at one point. And really, I just want, after 16 times of having your friend's dick in your hand, you just want to be the guy, you want to have your dick in their hand. Yeah, this is why when my brothers used to call me a faggot, I had to answer, I don't know. I love you guys. This mic is too tall.
Trying to leave me $5, you minx. Come on, rip it up for Quinn. Big old queefy claps for Quinn. Oh, very good. Very fucking good. My first job, I helped with circumcisions. It was $6 an hour, plus you got to keep the tips. I wish I wrote that joke, but I didn't. We're going to keep this motherfucking ball rolling with the motherfucking baller who was always rolling. Give it up for Gabe Rodriguez. Oh yeah, FG, FG.
Too many sexy men in here, everybody. Jesus, enough. Too many sexy men. Hot dudes. Ladies, step it up, all right? Jesus Christ. Looking like a dumpster fire, all right? I'm sorry. Oh, God, the women in here are pitiful. I'm sorry. Just Jesus. Thrasher. I bet you've never even shove it down the stairs or done ketamine at Cat's skate park. I bet. Don't wear Thrasher. All right. Guys, my father has a puffy nipple, and I think it's hereditary. And worst of all, he didn't prepare me for it. All right. He gave me plenty of hugs, just never any guidance that I could actually use. He like mercilessly mocked me for some girl writing in my notebook in 3rd grade, and I never went to him for a girl issue after that. So those 15 years have been fun, baby. All right, listen, I've asked out every barista in town, and all I've got to show for it is a discoloration of some kind. I have no health insurance. Oh, God, I'm scared. Guys, life is all about mindset. All right, you got to control the mindset, and that's reality. All right, let me put it this way. I got a credit card that the chip just fucked. It just doesn't work anymore, and it never works in the scan thing, and it's a borderline of catastrophe because I'm just like terrified that everyone's gonna think I'm broke. You know, invisible audience. All right. Very real audience right now that I'm opening up to, but usually people don't see this part of me. But yeah, I have a mini freak out because I think everyone's gonna think I'm a broke ass bust a bitch boy, and that's close to the case, and it hurts. But now you got to reframe it. All right. Now I've got this really cool system where I put the chip in 3 times because you got to do it 3 times before you can swipe. And boom, and every time I put it in, the cashier says, oh, the machine is sometimes finicky. I say, oh, no, it's the card, all right? I got a system. I got it down to a science. How about you and me get a coffee at House Cafe later? 0 for 3. All right. Dude, Naperville fucking sucks, all right? Let me tell you why Naperville fucking blows, all right? First of all, it's like this fucking meat market on a Saturday, right? You go down to the club, everyone's just fucking hot and full of all sorts of hormones, right? I meet a lady, we hit it off. She gives me her number. You know, night's wrapping up, 1:30, everyone's texting. You up, you know, what you doing? Squirt emoji. And so I messaged this lady the night that I met her as the bars are closing up. What are you doing? What are you doing? I text her. She texts me right back. What are you doing? Wow. Hell yeah. I don't know. I'm about to head on home. Care to join me? And she says, I'm about to head on home. Care to join me? I say, oh, this girl good to go. God damn. I'm getting hard in my car. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm like, all right, well, how about you meet me at my place? I live in Oswego. She says, how about you meet me at my place? I live in Oswego. I'm like, wait a minute. She's texting back way too quick. I was texting myself the whole time, folks. They shouldn't have those $5 24-ounce beers, all right? Actually, they got rid of those. That's such a dated joke. They got rid of those because too many fucking frat white boys fighting on the main street of the town. Good thing that hasn't happened here yet, but identity of ROPA is making sure that well-dressed frat boys raise hell. Where was I going with this? Oh, Naperville sucks. I'm a teacher, and so I met another teacher on an airplane once who was a Naperville teacher, and he's like, dude, Naperville School District is the best, all right? We use our money the most efficiently, blah, blah, blah. Starts talking about how fucking awesome Naperville is with all their money. I'm like, yeah, dude, but your administrators scared a kid into thinking his life was ruined over some Snapchat shit, and then he walked off a bridge. So, yeah, Naperville, all right? Parking garage, I'm sorry, not bridge. That's just some schoolyard fun. You land in some water, and that's just boys being boys. But this kid, yeah, all right, yeah, anyway. All right, we're moving on, because people don't like suicide jokes. I know, I should have thought more about it ahead of time. Exactly. Yeah. Guys, I was driving on the highway, and there was a sign that said, crash investigation site coming up in a half mile. That's so fucking stupid, dude. How do they know what's going to happen there, all right? Fat chance. It's like not a good investment. Here's something else that doesn't make sense about the road, all right? If there's a guy in a wheelchair, you know, paraplegic, and he had a few too many, and then he gets pulled over and gets a field sobriety test, what's he do? Just pop a wheelie on that thing? I'm all good, officer. Oh, no. Listen, we're going after everybody. Disabled people, fucking women, fucking poor people. Naperville. All right, I'm sorry. Naperville. Teacher sucked, right? There was another thing about Naperville. Oh, yeah, I used to be on the swim team in high school in a little town called Oswego, and we would go to Naperville school for a swim meet. And Naperville, there's just something in the water. They just get to eat more and have clean water, and just everybody's hot, and it's... anyway, we show up to this meet, and these fucking other Naperville swimmers are like 6 feet, 6'1", fucking tall, fucking man pecs, just men, dude. Like, I swear, the wrestlers at our school would be scared of the swimmers at the Naperville schools. And swimming is a pussy sport, all right? I'm just gonna say it, all right? I'm sorry. Gotta say it, all right? All right. Another thing about being out in traffic, I'm scared. I'm scared of cars that I can't tell if they're civilian vehicles or not. I only feel safe until I see a Honda emblem or a Supreme sticker or a dude who looks like Mac Miller. Only then will I pack up another chillum in the car. All right. All right, thank you very much. Give it up for the rest of the comedians tonight and for Chris May. Thank you.
Yeah, Gabriel. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Keep it going. Joe, this is a funny true story that just happened. I was standing over there by the bathroom like a weirdo, checking my phone like a dick face, and you were in there pissing, and this dude's waiting, and I come around the corner, and he goes, oh, is he throwing up in there? That's how fucking forceful your stream is, dude. Someone thinks you're vomiting when you're pissing with that snuffleupagus trunk of yours. That being said, give it up for Uncle Joe, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very proud of that story. Wow. Listen, we're streaming live. I'm also streaming live in the bathroom. I mounted a GoPro to my cock. It's called the cock cam. Don't look shocked. That's a terrible joke. Jesus. If they don't make a GoPro mount that small, am I right, guys? I'm just kidding. Small penis jokes still in 2018. How are you guys doing? So everyone doing? Thank you for bearing through this tundra. I appreciate it immensely. It's mid-February. We're still fucking with this shit. I thought it was 60 degrees 6 days ago. I was wearing a banana hammock in my front yard, just flashing my asshole to all the neighbors, and well, fuck them. We all pay rent. Oh, my God. Yeah, anyway, so we have 45 people. I don't know, 50 people are popping into the stream. I'm very excited about that. Thank you guys at home. Honestly, it's gotten to the point where there's so many of you here that I'm going to not do comedy. I'm just going to start hawking items to you guys. It's going to be a good old-fashioned auction. First item, a bag of my pubis. There's nothing funny about that. I'm so sorry. Oh, God, help us all. Listen, I've been getting into a lot of mixed martial arts lately. Not physically, I've just been watching YouTube compilations of men beating each other to the fucking death. I've never seen onset autism in a 3-minute highlight reel. Jesus. Listen, you can never say retarded before, but now you can say autism and everything's okay. It's a little edgy joke. I'll talk to my lawyer about it later, but we're very progressive here, don't worry. That being said, that not being said, Jesus Christ. Listen, guys, I spent so much time curating a Spotify playlist for the show that I didn't even bother doing any jokes because deep inside, I'd rather you enjoy my music tastes than anything I have to say. So that's important. Quinn, dude, beautiful set. I loved you. Quinn, Jesus Christ. Everyone was ranting and raving on you about you in the chat. Gabe, not so much. I mean, you did okay, but I mean, you stayed away from that 9/11 shit, and everyone's asshole is still relaxed right now. So, I mean, we know it happened, Gabe. I know, but what are we gonna do about it? I'm just trying to get a 4 for $4 at Wendy's. Stop shouting in my fucking ear. What'd you say, you piece of shit? Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Fuck him, yeah. He looks like That's that Palpatine looking fucking. Oh. What was that? Are you okay? Oh, we're going to do like a Darth Sidious, like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm going to throw myself off the. I thought you had like a. I'm going to pierce my breasts live on cam later for $50 donation. Guys, guys got a fucking lot of ideas. You know, I'm sitting on this. I got this NIU business degree. It's been 4 years. I graduated. I'm waiting for that $1 million overnight success. First thing I did, I bought URL patchadamspatches.com. I really don't have much of a business plan. It's just a great name for embroidery services for your club, group, or social event. Very excited about that. Fuck me up. Actually, I'm wearing 2 electrodes. So both of my, I don't want to, guys, I mean. Okay, fucking next, this is Shark Tank, all right? Come on. Take it easy, Mark. I hear you in the back already. You piece of shit. All right, we're going to go get swordfish hunting later. Fishing. Fuck me up, dude. Okay, next business idea. Jesus Christ. I'm in this weird zone. I had like 1.5. All right. Beers. Jesus, it sounds even scary. 1.5 Xannies, my dudes. I'm about to fucking Lil Peep this shit out the door. Oh my God. Okay, next business idea. Damn. Dude's fucking with fentanyl. I feel bad for him. Oh, shit. All the things you need to know are on the side of that damn bottle. Be safe, guys. Oh, God. Okay, Monica Lewinsky's monocles. Monica Lewinsky's monocles. Monica Lewinsky. Start the bidding at $10,000 for 50% equity stake in that idea. Go with it, all right? Fuck me up, all right? Eat my ass raw. It's an anal renaissance going on. I read it on a Vice documentary. Documentary. Fuck it. Okay, next one. Oh, God. Listen, Wally was like, Wally was so concerned. He came over here. He was stressing me out. He was making these comments about Gabe, him being the other brown guy in the room. And I wanted to confront him about it. So by the time I came up here, I saw him walk out the door. I'm really thrown off. But I've never used a Bob Ross emoji used so often and with such validity ever before. So I do appreciate that, guys. Thank you. A couple more things before I inevitably throw myself off of the roof of the cafe. But I'm thinking about a TV show, It's like Malcolm in the Middle, but it has Malcolm X in it. And it's called Malcolm X in the Middle. It's about him growing up with his brothers in a middle-income family home. No Bryan Cranston this time. Okay. What about a Magic Wand? About a Hispanic Harry Potter? It's reasonable. I never made it past the Order of the Phoenix. I don't know what really happens. Someone told me it was fucking just straight up gangbang bukkake. Just ran train on Voldemort and Hermione. And the one kid who keeps passing out with the rats and frogs. I don't fuck. Who cares what his name is? They just tuck him in a closet one more time, you know? Well, he's going to be the fluffer. So, fuck. Listen, guys, that was a wonderful experience, much like pulling teeth without anesthetic. And I think we've all grown because of this. And I really appreciate our time together here. And I feel an intimate connection with each and every one of you. And if we don't inevitably match on Bumble, and you message me first, saying, I don't know what you're going to say because it's up to you. But, yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to come around. I'm going to share a small kiss or pleasantry with all of you guys. One by one, just form a single file line so we can make this easier. You with the hot sweater, you're going first, all right? I like you. All right, thank you very much. Give it up for our host, Cristo May.
Keep it going for Joe Zwanek. Everybody, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So this Twitch stream's going on right now, and there's actually a lot of motherfuckers right now watching this show on the internet. And I was asked to play a little fan service for them. A couple of the Uncle Joe Show fans got together and wrote a little fan fiction, and they requested I read it tonight, but I have to read it as Optimus Prime. Now, just so you know, the Uncle Joe Show is the equivalent of like taking Vienna sausages and shoving them up their ass while you're reading a Nintendo Power magazine. So brace yourselves for this one, because it's going to get a little rough. Oh, I'm so old. Hold on. Q fell under Joey's weight with a thud on the warm leather couch. Breath warm, body temp reaching levels of magma. The lust was flowing bodaciously. Jay ripped what was left of Q's Hawaiian shirt off and planted his bewhiskered face into Q's breasts, slobbering hellaciously. The taste of Q's salty sweat only enraged Jay's throbbing schlong further, pressing it into Q's gooch. Q, ever too eager to please, began to fumble his shorts off, revealing his raging 3-incher. Unc Jay, Q could barely muster, "I want you." The words only set Jay further into madness as he drove his cock dry into Q's gaping butthole. Both let out a purse of pleasure. Jay was quick to begin pumping ever so slowly, grinding his meat into Q like a pole dancer on Titty Tuesday at the Pink Monkey. The dancing really paid off, he thought. Fuck, I gotta dance more on the stream. Only at the Uncle Joe Show, twitch.tv/The Uncle Joe Show. The Uncle Joe Show, the best show on Twitch. But wait, there's more. I'm gonna abridge this a bit. I'm assuming they keep fucking. He was more than happy to oblige. Joe began to furiously thrust into Q. His ball sack slapping against Q's gooch. Q let out a lustful cry, pressing his crotch into Jay, squirming from underneath him. Jay began to nibble on Q's nipple, which was now dripping with sweat and saliva. Jay loved the taste. As he looked back at Joe, Q says, "Just destroy me." All right, there's the fan service for you. Give it up for, that's from Barf Bag and Craft Shingles, just to give you a taste of the kind of people we're talking about. All right. That's hard as fuck to read without getting hard. All right, you guys. Give it up for this guy. He had to pay the obnoxious tolls to get out here. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kent Lose.
Thanks, Chris. How you guys doing? My name is Kent Luse. I come from a small town called the north side of Chicago. Like a lot of people from the north side of Chicago, I've never been to the south side of Chicago. City of Chicago is 80% south side. If my body were a map of Chicago, the middle's about here. South side actually ends in another state, so it's just too big, man. I can't do it. You know, I almost went once. I did almost go once. I was talking to this girl. We were going to meet up. She told me her address was 1 million South Halstead. It's too far south, man. She told me it was just north of the Tennessee border, but it had Chicago mailing address. So if you're Google Earthers out there, or, you know, map readers, that address again is 1 million South Halstead, Chicago, Kentucky, 606-78910. It's too far south. I'm from the north side of Chicago, but I grew up in a poor neighborhood. Grew up poor. Neighborhood I grew up in was so poor, you can get your clothes stolen, like on the way to school. Not just like jerseys and starter jackets like you see in the rap videos. No. Shit outfit, man. Remember one time I showed up to 6th grade shirtless. Had to explain to the school security guard, somebody stole my track and field day t-shirt. They asked me if I described the guy. I'm like, yeah. He's 6 foot tall and he's wearing a child-sized medium track and field day t-shirt. Go get him, guys. And you can laugh at little me getting my clothes stolen. It's all right, man. I was a tough kid. You know, I was hungry, you know, physically hungry. Lost sleep for dinner. We did that. But we didn't starve. You know, I survived. I'm here, obviously. You know, we survived. Sometimes, you know, we could even go out. We'd go to IHOP, you know, to eat sometimes. You know, being poor, the reason we'd go to IHOP, because somehow IHOP's the only restaurant in America where it's actually cheaper to eat there than it would be to buy those items individually at the grocery store. IHOP is the outlet mall of breakfast food. But Denny's is the flea market. You know, you got to ask for shelled eggs. Like, that doesn't happen automatic. You ask for eggs, you don't get eggs at Denny's, man. IHOP food might be cheaper than you get at the grocery store. Can't even find the items from a Denny's menu at the grocery store. Anybody selling that Scotch tape thin bacon? That thin-ass bacon dissolves in your tongue like a Listerine strip. Can't do it. Can't do it. Grew up poor. You know, I'm still poor. You know, so I got this list. You know, it's tough. You know, when you're poor, you can't be materialistic. You know what I mean? It's you look around and you've got what you got. Sometimes it doesn't work like everybody else's. So I got some weird stuff. I'm gonna share a list of just, you know, some of the weird shit in my life with you guys. Like, I got this car. It's got a sunroof with no sun. Pull the roof back. It's just more roof, man. Yeah, I got the kind of car you got to rock it to make it go a little bit faster. Like, I'm getting on the on-ramp. I got to lift myself up to make the car lighter, make it go faster. It doesn't even work like that, man. I think it helps. It's got a muffler dragon. That's what I call it. You know, I got, like, used to the sound. I don't really care. I got used to that. But it is embarrassing when you look back and the car behind you's on fire. Only thing that works in my car is the air freshener. That striptease Christmas tree. Remember being a young guy the first time? You rush in there, you rip it off. It knocks you out, man. You weren't ready for it. You gotta take it slow. You gotta start just a little crease, you know, get to know it a little bit, you know, and slowly, you know, get to know it, you know, bring it down a little bit. And just like real life, you know, once you get to rip it off and have it, you're sick of it, time to get a new one. I'm sorry. It's okay, yeah. Women, yeah, I know. Can't live with them. can't refer to them as Christmas trees. So I use a beach umbrella when it rains, but I don't use a rain umbrella when it beaches. Beach umbrella is just a tent with only one post. I think you get more sun coverage if it had more posts. Like a tent? Maybe. I got weird stuff at home too. I got a rotary dishwasher. Thing's useless. Breaks all the dishes, man. It's just a bingo hopper. I got a collapsible front porch. Never comes in handy. I used to cut my lawn into a checkerboard pattern. That got kind of easy. Now we're cutting into a chessboard pattern. I feel smarter. I feel smarter for doing it. Show it off to my company. You guys remember these TVs? They had these magnets in them. They would start to scorch the screen green. I don't know if you guys remember this. It would scorch the screen green. We had a TV screen. You scorch the carpet. You just turn the carpet green. A lot of you too young, you're not going to get this joke. Worst part was we would turn off the lights, and a little rainbow would appear in the middle of the carpet. Take a little while to disappear. Who remembers that TV? You remember that you flick it on and off till you... Yeah. It's good old days, man. Catch a tan. Radiation almost took my brother away like a tide one time. He fell asleep in front of the TV. It's terrible. I don't know. It's my fault for being poor. You know, I'm bad at math. I can't figure out the finances and stuff. I blame the school system. I was talking to my brother, and I was telling him, that, you know, across the globe, the United States is 19th in mathematics. He looked it up while we were sitting there. We're 26th. I looked at him. I'm like, see? Bad at math. Good night.
Keep it going for poor old Can't Lose. Can't lose for winning. I see where you're coming from, man. I grew up poor as fuck, man. I wanted a Swiss Army knife. I got a fucking Salvation Army knife. It was missing a toothpick. But you know what? I don't pick my teeth. Because God picks my teeth, motherfucker. Think about that one. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Let me check this awesome high-performance cardboard piece I have here. Give it up for Kiefer S., which we can only assume means Shannara.
How's everybody doing tonight? Oh my God, the mic's at a normal height for once. I can't help it, you're vertically challenged. Mentally challenged. So anyway, Super Bowl was last Sunday, a.k.a. the most expensive hooker in history. You know, you got people paying millions of dollars for 30 seconds. You know, shit, I could show them a better time at a fraction of that cost. Whew. But I thought, I don't know if anybody here watched it or is into that, but the commercials were like, they were okay, you know, not the ones that I gotta like hold in my piss for, you know, like I gotta wait till the game comes back on. I thought the Tide ones were okay, but I don't think they capitalized on Tide Pods like they could have. Like they could have run an ad like, Tide cleans out the stains and the gene pool. I mean, like, I feel like it would have worked. Like, you don't need much. Just put a fucking Tide Pod there in a glass of water. But I don't know if anybody's been watching the news lately, or if anybody can afford the news, but lately people in Congress are thinking of passing laws to make laundry detergent pods less attractive to eat. You know, I mean, what the fuck? I feel like we should just let natural selection run its course. I mean, it's cheap, it's free, my taxes don't go to that. But I feel like I'm disappointed. I'm like, you know, these congressmen could be doing better things. You know, they could be solving bigger issues in the world, like, does the toilet paper go over or under? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it goes over, all you fucking savages out there. It doesn't go under. But anyway, Super Bowl was all right. Kind of glad the Patriots lost. I'm sorry, I'm a part of that club. Fly Eagles fly, I guess. You know, Philadelphia's still kind of there, sort of. You know, it looks like the same if they won or lost. There's not much of a difference. But forgot my next joke. For the halftime show, Justin Timberlake was there. You know, he did his little thing. Wasn't anything exceptional, you know. I didn't get to see a titty this time, so I'm a little disappointed. I remember a couple of years ago, Katy Perry actually did a Super Bowl show, and that was pretty memorable. But I didn't. I used to like her music. You know, it was okay. But I recently developed this unconventional hatred for her and her music. I say unconventional because my roommates have this thing, and my roommates are both here. They're both working. I'm not going to name names. One's from Italy, and one's sitting at the bar over there. Anyway, they have this thing when they're getting frisky at night, you know, and they blast Katy Perry radio on Pandora. So I'm classically conditioned now, you know. When I hear fucking Firework come on, I'm like, shit, should I be beaten off too? Like, but so I always play the game. I'm like, you know, are they fucking in there? Like, you know, what do I do? Like, are all those noises coming from our shared wall? Is that from an enjoyment of music or an enjoyment of dick? I mean, I don't fucking know. But they've caught on to that now. They understand that I understand that I'm missing out, and they've started to include me, but not in a good way. They've started to play music that I actually fucking like. So now I'm sitting in there, you know, I'm all fucking by myself, and I just hear, you know, Ozzy coming through the wall, fucking Crazy Train or some shit, and I'm like, no, it's not a Crazy Train. I want to run that train too, motherfucker. Come on now. But I'm gonna take a button off for that one. But I feel like I'm getting a little fucking, you know, jolted here, because I did save her life once. It was New Year's Eve. You know, we're all out in Chicago going to a New Year's Eve party. We're in the fucking subway somewhere. I don't know. I've never taken it before. And there's this flight of concrete stairs, you know, and I got long ass gorilla legs, I guess. So I'm down in the front, you know. And you know, when you're walking down the stairs, it sounds normal, you know, like whatever. So I'm hearing that, and all of a sudden I just hear like, and I turn around, and I just see my friend, and she just clutches her arms in and accepts her fate. I see her fucking legs buckle out, and she just tucks in. She doesn't try to stop herself or nothing. She just says fuck it and accepts her fate, and she just goes sideways, and I just see her tumble and fucking roll like the Powerball, baby. I mean, she was gone. But you know, being the good friend that I am, I turn around and I'm like, I got you, fam. So I just fucking scoop her up, you know. I mean, I could say she fell into my arms, but we're not quite doing that. But thanks, you guys have been great. Enjoy the rest of the comedians.
Yeah, let's keep fucking our hands together for Keith S., everybody. Come on. Oh, as an independent businessman, I hate this time of year. I hate fucking paying my taxes. Anybody agree with me down there? Fucking, all right, Gabe. Well, for, you know, when you guys get to be grown-ups, that's the thing you got to do. And they fucking tax you at every turn. Fucking tax you for everything that's good in life. It sucks. I'm waiting for the day they start taxing us for our jizz. Like, they're just going to give us, like, this mandatory Fitbit, you know, and it's going to know when you jizz, and you're going to get this fucking bill at the end of the month, what you owe the government for your pleasure, dispensing your seed, you know. And my kid just turned fucking 13, so I don't need that shit at all, you know. I'm just going to be like, Gabe, get in here. Did you see this fucking jizz bill, Gabe? What the fuck? And Gabe, of course, is going to be all like indignant, like, fuck you, Dad. You can't tell me what to do. That's when I'm like, get at me, son. I pay the bills in this fucking house. And at night while you sleep, I fuck your mother. That was a callback for those of you who weren't in here earlier. Sorry about that. It seemed a little out of left field, but some people got it, so eat my ass. You guys, we're going to keep it going. This I don't even know what to say about this this next guest. He's like got a really nice body, but he's cursed with being ginger. So it's like, which one do you like? You know what I mean? Which one do you want? Ladies and gentlemen, throw your meat hooks together for motherfucking Jared Ellis.
At least somebody appreciates my body. Oh, how we doing, guys? How we doing? Hanging in there? It's a dark times, guys. It's a dark times. Anybody else remember just a few months back when you could just wake up and go about your day and not worry about anything? Now you just wake up and it's like, oh shit, what did Trump say? Oh shit, which one of my favorite entertainers has been sexually assaulting people for years? It's goddamn stressful. Got all this shit going on with sexual assault stuff. People dropping left and right. I think the most fucked up one to me is the Matt Lauer, former host of the Today Show. I mean, this one, I don't know if this one wasn't as big of a deal to some people, but I think the most fucked up thing about this one is he was assaulting people on such a level that he had a button under his desk that would close and lock the door behind women. That is fucking terrifying. And I swear to God, when the story came out, I might be wrong because I haven't heard it since, but NBC came out to back him up and said, this is standard practice in the NBC offices. That is fucking terrifying. Apparently every ex-Bond villain got a job at NBC Universal. It's frightening. But when you put it together like that, I think it starts to make sense. How did Trump gain relevancy once again? Hosting The Apprentice on NBC. Oh shit, that's how we got this power. That's how we came back. I think I've been struggling to find the perfect analogy for Donald Trump, but I think it's this. He's the wild card guy in every bank robbery movie. You know, he's the guy that fucks things up, comes on last minute. He's Jeremy Renner in The Town, or Val Kilmer in Heat, or it could have been Tom Sizemore in Heat. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in a while. But it's one of the two. It's ridiculous. He just comes along like, wait, you know, talk to these politicians. You guys have been robbing people blind for years? How can I get in on this? And they're like, no, Donald, we're okay, we're doing all right, we're fine. And then who's the one guy that vouches for him? Ends up vouching for him, guys. The one guy in the team. The goddamn American people. Fuck. Failed miserably on that one, guys. Now he's just in there opening fire on all these fucking undocumented immigrants with his policies and shit. It's fucking outrageous. But all the sexual assault stuff, guys, I think some people are still getting a pass because there's been some shit out there for years that nobody's bringing up. All these rock stars, guys. A lot of these rock stars have been some fucked up shit for years. Chuck Berry, fucking rock and roll godfather of rock and roll. A lot of people might not remember, owned a few restaurants in the late 80s, early 90s, where he put cameras in the women's bathrooms and recorded them while they were going. It's fucking disgusting. Degenerate pervert. But at the same time, gotta admit, this guy was always ahead of his time. You know, he was rock and roll before there was rock and roll. He was scat porn at least 20 years before Two Girls, One Cup came along. This guy's an innovator. Some more fucked up shit. Jimmy Page, guitarist for Led Zeppelin, kept a 14-year-old girl in prison in his house for 2 years so that people wouldn't find out he was making love with her. Look it up. True story. Yes, absolutely true. You Google it. Steven Tyler of Aerosmith legally adopted a 14-year-old so he could take her on the road and have sex with her. Fucked up, guys. Apparently fucking a 14-year-old was in the 70s with sideburns and bell-bottoms. But you're going to hear about that in any Netflix documentary. I guess all I'm trying to say is, you know, I turn on the radio, I still hear Johnny Be Good, Stairway to Heaven, and Sweet Emotion left and right. But I can't stream one episode of Louie because he jerked off in front of a couple people. Come on, guys. It's fucking outrageous. Oh, had to take a drug test for a job recently, guys. So, of course, I went and had a friend piss for me like an adult. We were on a bit of a time frame here, and all I could find was a little, like, cologne spray bottle. You know, had a little button on top that would spray a mist. So I was like, all right, we washed that out. You know, he pisses in it. I tape it to the inside of my leg, pull up to the clinic, get out of the car, and the bottle is taped to my leg and adjusts in such a way that my testicle presses down on the top of this bottle and releases a gentle mist of my friend Larry's piss all over the inside of my leg. And I don't know how you guys react if you get a dribble of your own on yourself, but I scrub like I got OCD. I am now in public with my friend's piss on my leg at a free clinic on a Tuesday, not exactly bumping elbows with the cream of the crop, sitting there waiting, wait for an hour or so, get up there, finally take my drug test, wait a few days, Called in the office at work. Jared, we're going to have to let you go. He failed that drug test. God damn it, Larry. Fucking you and your cocaine addiction. That shit is out in 4 days. You told me you were clean. Fucking ridiculous. Ah. You guys ever run into somebody from your past who feels the need to bring up some shit that you'd much rather kept forgotten? I had a friend recently remind me that I accidentally smoked crack before. Yeah, kind of fuck. How do you accidentally smoke crack? Let me explain. I was about 16 years old. Had some tickets for a concert. Couldn't find any weed. So I stopped to pick my buddy up. I was like, dude, listen. We both know your mom parties. I bet you she's got some shit in her room. Under her bed, we found a pipe. Didn't pay enough attention in dare class to know the difference between a marijuana pipe and a crack pipe. We were about to find out. This thing was half-packed, all resonated. Let's rock. We're riding the show. We start passing around. You know, instantly I knew something wasn't right. Kind of tastes like burnt plastic. Pass around a few more times. Hey, let me scrape that out a little bit. Pull out the Brillo pad. You don't think this is weed, guys? Well, fuck it all. We finish anyway. Goddamn rock and roll, right? Yeah. The shameful as smoking crack is, guys. We'll say. It's not the most shameful part of that story. Concert we went to. Fucking Nickelback. I love it. It's always a groan. Nobody's ever once stood up, man. Like, fuck you, Nickelback rocks. These guys still sell millions of records. Never once met a fan. One of the great mysteries of the universe, I guess. Yeah. Oh, you guys see these disease awareness campaigns everywhere? You know, cancer awareness, AIDS awareness. I'm not a doctor, but I'm fairly certain simply acknowledging a disease exists does absolutely nothing to help cure it. Was aware I was balding for years. Didn't fucking help me any, guys. Yes, I can guarantee you no redhead in the history of time has ever said to himself, gee, you know what I need? A large patch of unprotected skin as close to the sun as I can possibly get at all times. It's never fucking happened. But I think this awareness shit just shows how lazy we got in society. Because it used to be run for the cure. Then it was a cancer walk. Now it's, just be aware. You know, keep an eye out your window. Those pesky AIDS will get you. Oh, and the campaigns themselves don't make sense half the time. Seeing signs says McDonald's supports diabetes awareness. Of course they do. No one is more aware of a disease than the people who fucking have it. Or the NFL wears their pink every October to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is all well and good. Seems to me the NFL should be concerned about a few more things, like, I don't know, firearm registration awareness, fucking domestic abuse awareness, or possibly concussion symptom awareness. Seems like it should be a more pertinent cause in their lives. But I think my personal favorite, guys, is autism awareness. Because I don't know much about autism. Apparently neither do most doctors. The one thing that I do know is that awareness is kind of their issue. Just seems a little bit rude. Oh, guys, I got one more story, and I hate to end up into here sounding like a hipster or something, but I was taking dick pics way before the shit was mainstream. Yeah. Anybody in here under 25 might not remember, but a camera used to be its own device. Didn't always have some little window you could look into to see your picture was turning out. No. You would have snapped that shit willy-nilly, fill up a roll of film, take it somewhere to get developed, wait at least an hour, hope that shit turned out for the best. So if you happen to leave your camera unattended around an asshole such as myself, I'm just going to take a picture of my dick because it made me giggle. I never got to be there for the payoff or anything. I just always assume it's some family so happy to get their pictures back from vacation. They're like, oh, look at little Tyler. He's having such a good time. And here's a shot of the whole family. And, oh, my God, it's a dick. Oh, but it did catch up to me, guys. It did catch up to me. It was my high school prom. In fact, he was nice enough to set up disposable camera on each and every one of the tables. So I was nice enough to take each and every one of the cameras, snap a picture of my dick. Me and my buddies, we laughed about it for a couple weeks. So about 2 weeks when we graduate high school, called the principal's office. Principal sits me down and says, Jared, got those pictures developed from prom. We have 43 pictures of your penis. Sir, I have no idea what you're talking about. What would possibly make you think that these pictures are of my penis? Jared, you're the only redhead in your class. Fuck. Really should have thought that through. All right, guys, I'm Jared Ellis. That's all I got.
Jared, hold on a second. What do we got? Chris, hold on a second. Guys, it's a very special moment. We have a donation in the chat for Jared.
Fantastic.
There's $3 here if you'd like to lose your shirt.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah?
The carpet matches the drapes. Get up here. Get that. Oh, yeah. Yes. Fuck yeah. Those lights are blinding me. I'm going to have a conniption fit. Holy shit. That was hot. That was some hot shit. Yeah, it's a good jam. I think Jared is a man out of time. Like, every time I hear him talk, I just picture some, like, 1935 newspaper editorial guy. Yeah, see, hot scoop, everyone. Hey, get the presses rolling. Hey. We're going to sell some papers. I love you. I love you so much. Oh, my God. What the hell's going on? We got 2 more comedians. You guys hanging? You guys going to hang with me like some old dog balls? Yeah? All right. Oh, man. Let's see if I can decipher this. Terrible, terrible handwriting. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mark Handlebars. Mark Handelud. Handelab. Mark Hambilabino.
He's dumping raw.
Mark.
Mark.
Mark. That's not Mark, is it?
It is Mark.
Yeah. He was getting rid of some beef. Yeah, Mark, here we go.
All right. Let's light this candle, huh? Yeah. So I was thinking about that, you know. Thank you for hosting, for sure. I definitely know I got a couple good things to look forward to. Getting a little bit older, because I'm feeling that pressure, you know. It is 2018 already. You believe that? Well, I sure as heck do. And it's like, this is really like out of a science fiction novel, because, you know, you got everything online unless you got to pay a parking ticket, you know. Fuck you, Milwaukee. Dick Bumkiss, huh? Thanks for opening it up, you know. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you know, I guess I'm not the only dick here, huh? So, yeah, they had a player on the Bears, Dick Butkiss, right? And I think they should have, like, the ESPN 30 for 30 story, or maybe they already do. You know, this is such a great idea that I came up with today. But, you know, that was the thing, because you know he got a little bit of heat in elementary school and stuff, and he was actually really good. So, I don't know. People probably don't remember when the Bears were good. Yeah, no, that's just really sad. Like, I'm not even making fun of that. That's not even cool. Okay, North Chicago. I know that there was somebody up here talking about North Chicago, huh? I am quite the fan. I actually go here to Northern Illinois University now, is what the kids are calling it. And I am a biochemistry major. Yeah, so I got a lot of friends. But the thing is, before this, I actually transferred from McHenry County College. I'm actually a graduate from there. Got my associates. I'm about 4 years ahead of the game with this northern stuff. But they had an experiment, and it was called the barking dog. And it was like this experiment where you would mix all your reagents, right? And it'd be like, roof, roof, you know? And they said that we couldn't do it there at beautiful Crystal Lake, Illinois. I don't know, something about city beautification or something, but we actually had an instructor that was from College of Lake County in Grays Lake, which is Lake County. And so I asked, I was like, so you can do that experiment there. I'm like, I wonder if that's why North Chicago looks like East Berlin, huh? Oh. All right, let's bring it back, guys. Let's bring it back. Let's talk about foreskin. Yeah, see, I mean, I heard it a couple times, so it jogged my memory there, which is definitely something Northern Illinois University can't do. Oh, this thing's still on. But anyways, I had gone to the Phoenix Zoo in Phoenix, Arizona. Go figure. That's where they got Phoenix nowadays. But I went there with my nephew, and this is like when I was on on leave from being in the Navy. And I'm like, I'm going to spend some quality time with the family, but I've been so far removed, and I'm never really around kids or whatever. So I got time where, little kids got to go to the bathroom. I know that's a wild concept. And my sister's like, well, do you want to go with me or you want to go with Uncle Mark? And he's like, well, I want to go with Uncle Mark, He's defending democracy, and he's the coolest guy around. All right, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, but I really am. But anyway, so I'm like, all right, man, well, let's talk about the sports scores and stuff, and you got a girlfriend and stuff. I look over, and he did just peed all over himself. And I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, oh, man, because it's my younger sister, But I'm like, she is going to beat the crap out of me. I don't know if the kid's got new clothes or whatnot. And so I was just like, oh, man. I'm like, oh, dude, you definitely... You started a little bit early there. So anyways, we get out of there, and my sister says, well, you gotta hold it for him. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm like, this is kind of like foreign territory to me. But anyway, so he had the anteater, so it was like a little bit different. Doing that, So let's talk about how I got to Arizona that trip, huh? So I got there.
I hate to bother you. They're asking how much for you to lose your shirt.
Dude, I knew this was going to happen. So
what's the price?
What's the price?
Danny Ocean, what's the price?
Danny Ocean, what's the price? Oh, shit, man. I mean, I did crazier things in the Navy, so.
Oh, for free!
Yeah, America. America.
I was going to get some money out of this for us, but I mean...
Oh, yeah. Donate it to the kids, man.
Fuck yeah, beautiful.
Let's get some kids circumcised so they don't have to go through an experience like that.
Is it okay if I play a Kiss from a Rose for a second?
You can do whatever the heck you want,
Give me a second.
Is definitely a first time. Oh, I don't know if I am or not. I was more concerned about warming the car up before here. I guess we're preheating the oven. So everyone with the girlfriends here, I got my glasses off. I can't really tell if we're all dudes, but I don't know. I'm not going to judge. It is 2018. But yeah, ladies, use this for later. So, are we waiting for the music? Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Just give me 20 seconds. This is fucking top quality content. Woo! Oh! Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, 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 oh! The light that you shine can't be seen. Wait for the climax, wait for the climax. Mark! Woo!
Yeah. So anyway, I got to the zoo with my uncircumcised nephew. But anyways, I flew there, right? I'm like, I've got a limited amount of time. I've got to make the most of it. And I absolutely hate flying, So, so we got on the flight, and I did what any 26-year-old would do, and I brought my mom along, right? And so, anyway, so the curtain closes to first class, and I'm just like, whew, I had to come clean. I said, it actually wasn't a crock pot of boiled oysters under the bed when you got the lady friend and I messing around. So, anybody want to talk about embarrassing circumstances? Right? Yeah. Well, I sure as heck would too. We're talking about birthday parties. We're all getting older here. I think I've definitely, gotten over my stage fright for sure. So I was going out with this nice young lady this summer. I guess it was like a summer fling in retrospect. And it came time for her to blow out the candles. And it's like this traditional like Filipino family. And so I was like, all right, it's just like we practiced. And she was like going to blow out the candles, and I was like really super embarrassed, So I think like as just as kids and whatnot, I think there's like easier ways for kids to tell their parents that they hate them, right? And I think one of the things going around nowadays is veganism, right? Like the plague. Thank you. That resonates, But, it's supposed to be like a healthier way and this and that. And, I mean, I'm not one to judge, like, at all, but I don't think it's all so wholesome. I bet they got dirty, bleh. That, too. I bet they got dirty movies where there's actually a guy actually literally shaving a carrot. Oreos are vegan. And, yeah. I got a friend that's vegan, so I was like, I'm going to tell some vegan jokes, and it's kind of hard, So, my mom's thought I was gay for, like, the longest time. And, where do I go with this one? It feels like I'm on a stage with my shirt off. Yeah. Man. It's a lot of hard work, and it's not all pizza rolls. You gotta keep it varied with some pepperoni pizzas. Yeah. I'm like, all I got is like pizza on my mind. But yeah, cool. I'm gonna take out the training wheels here real quick. Oh, let's talk about the diversity, huh? We did have the Super Bowl, and a lot of them said that they wouldn't be going to from the Eagles, they said they wouldn't be going to see President Trump because they don't believe in that and whatnot. And that's everyone's prerogative that way. But, I believe we are a very diverse country, and I was thinking about that with all the women that I've dated, all 4 of them. And... yeah, it's an exclusive club to get this on a nightly, I'm like, I'm doing this for the kids, This is, but, I know that the first girlfriend that I had, she was actually Native American. And it's really awesome when you get just intimate with just people after a while. And I found out what her native name was, and that was Bear with Wide Canyon. So she was definitely experienced. Oh, yeah, I know, I didn't tighten the belt too much. I was thinking about having dessert. Okay, all right, so, yeah, let's just call it there.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark, so much.
All right, give him more than that. I mean, come on, look what he put up with. That's a true sportsman right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'll never forget Mark. Mark, what's your last name? I couldn't read your shit handwriting. Handlin. It's like shipping and handling? Awesome. Give it up for Mark shipping and handling one more time. Yeah, baby. Oh, man, we got one more comedian left, and he's going to fucking throttle you guys to the max. That's for damn sure. And I just want to shout out one more time to our Twitch stream. They're watching the Uncle Joe show right now, and you guys should check it out, too. It's basically the equivalent of walking into a Section 8 apartment hallway and smelling weird food cooking. That's about the equivalent of it. So let's kill the rest of this evening with Rockford's very own Mr. Alex Savant.
I prefer the title The Next Scott Galvin. I can dream. Yeah, I might. I'm a comedian. Should I do the suicide jokes? No. Yes? Maybe. I'm going to ease into it, guys. Right now. I got to admit, pretty stoned, guys. I did a bunch of dabs before I came here. and boy, are my arms tired. Yeah. Don't laugh at that. This is awful. I did eat 125 milligrams of chocolate edibles. Yeah. And I'm just gonna see what happens. What's going on? I was like a really shitty kid when I was younger. I would just fuck up like people's property. Me and my friends would sneak out and we'd like TP, fork people's yards, and like egg houses. I don't know why we did it. I think it just had like a bunch of deep-seated issues that I didn't know how to deal with at 12 years old, you know? It's just like 3 a.m. I'm throwing eggs at like a fucking Prius. Like, take this, you piece of shit. My parents fight a lot. Sad, right? Guys, you may have noticed I'm drinking PBR because I'm from Rockford, as he noted so nicely. Fun fact, if you're from Rockford, anywhere you do comedy, they'll be like, oh, give it up for this Rockford comedian. This is like a buffer, just like, hey, just so you know, this guy's kind of a piece of shit. It's probably white trash. I do drink every time I go out, not because I'm an alcoholic. I need to order a beer. Otherwise, people assume I'm 16. Yeah. Dude, without fail, like every time, like I'll be like, I'm just gonna get a water. I'm just gonna be like the sober guy, and they'll be like, beer, beer, beer. Wait, it gets to me, and be like, just a water. He's like, hey, you'll be 21 soon enough, pal. And then he tussles my hair and walks away with my dignity. It's great, guys, every time. I'm glad we're filming this. I'm trying to get famous, guys. Yeah, that's why I'm doing comedy here at the House Cafe. Fucking, this is where stars are made, here on Twitch on the Uncle Joe Show, guys. It's the next Conan, I promise you. It's cool, though. I've actually been in one movie already. You've probably never seen it. Made it a few years ago with my uncle in a basement. I don't think it was a very good movie because the only time they ever showed it to people, he got arrested. Too dark? I don't know. I don't have enough energy. I'm sorry. I had 125 milligrams of chocolate and did a bunch of dabs. Tired. I love you, Quinn. Jeez Louise, guys. I got my Fitbit on. It's great because it tells me my heart rate so I can see physically, like, with the data of me dying up here. It's nice. Fitbit's just like, get off. What are you doing? Oh, man. I used to have a Coke problem. Well, I had a Coke problem once. But then when I got the bag open, it was fucking easy. Smooth sailing from there. Just up the nose with a rubber hose. That's what the kids say. No kids say that anymore. They're on Adderall. I had an Adderall prescription. They say it's hard to get. Not really. I literally just went to the doctor to get a weed card. And he's just like, got it all set. He's like, all right, you got your weed card, here you go. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to leave now. He's like, hold up. You ever have trouble focusing? I was like, yes. He's like, do you want Adderall? I said, is this a fucking setup? He said, I can get you Adderall. I said, are you a real doctor? What's going on? This wasn't an old folks home, by the way. This wasn't like a doctor's office. This was literally like an old folks retirement, like, apartment complex in a room where he worked and lived. So anyways, I was like, yeah, I'll take some fucking Adderall. And he's like, cool. He's like, do you have a normal doctor? I said, yeah. He said, will he give you Adderall? I was like, didn't you just do that? He's like, this is a one-time thing. He's like, you got to get like a full-on prescription. I was like, okay, well, I'm sure he will since you recommend it. He's like, hey, if he won't give you Adderall, you come see me. I will get you Adderall. Guys, I'm pretty sure he's a fucking actual drug dealer. I don't know what's going on. I don't have an ending to that story, I guess. It's just, that's just a real thing that happened. That's what it's like to live in Rockford, I guess. I once got confronted by my boss at work, guys, for selling Adderall. Yeah. No, it's not Beefaroo. What do you think, everyone in Rockford works at Beefaroo? It was Farm and Fleet, bro. This Farm and Fleet, yeah. I won't say which one, the shittiest one, though. I feel like you can figure that out. What was I talking about? Adderall. Right on, man. Fucking A. He's like, I heard you've been selling Adderall to other employees. I was like, fuck. So I had to sell my boss Adderall. And we snorted it off the training room table. We sold tires. I might get sued for that. Is this streaming? Okay, good. I feel like that'll help me be famous. How long has it been? 25 minutes?
3 minutes.
Yeah, that's just how I feel like. I don't know how I feel. I just want to do whatever. Be free. I might have done other things besides the chocolates. Oh, shit. You don't even know what they are. I could have done my laundry. I could have fucking swept my kitchen. You don't know. Oh, shit. I could have been productive as fuck. I have sativas at home. No fucking weed smokers. All right. Jeez Louise, Christmas May. What's going on? Why are you letting me do this? Live on Twitch. Not with a, no, I need a donation. Jared got $3. Mark did it for free. That's the only reason I'm here is to get fucking money for Joe. He paid me $300, guys. What's going on? All right, jeez Louise. All right. You guys ever get the fucking wrong number? You ever get that? You ever get that, Chris May? Wrong number? I woke up the other day to like a bunch of text messages and voicemails, and very obviously had the wrong number, right? It's just like some dude, anyways, he's texting me like, hey, fuck you, motherfucker. Don't be talking to LaShondra. LaShondra is my bitch. I'll fucking kill you, motherfucker. All these like things, like kept saying LaShondra's his bitch. That's his like shit. Stay off his shit. And I was like, whoa, dude. Texting him back. I said, hey, first of all, you got the wrong fucking number. 2, you need to treat LaShondra with a little bit more respect. All right? She's a fucking strong, independent woman, all right? She ain't your bitch. She's not your property, all right? I think maybe if you spoke to her a little bit nicely, gave her a little respect, took her out to dinner once in a while, she wouldn't be out here fucking other guys. I like to think I turned their relationship around. I'm gonna get out here with this story, and it's a little bit, I think it's kind of fucked up. Okay. When I was 11 years old, I tried to call an old friend of mine. And, yeah, from back when I was 7. You know, back then. And, yeah, when we first got cell phones, you remember. You had kids my age, right? How old are you? So anyways, I try to call him and fucking wrong number or something. Doesn't answer. Some girl's voicemail is like, all right, whatever, fuck. Text me. And it's like, who's this? And I was just like, I'm going to ignore that. All right? And then she like tries to call. And this is back time. You remember like ringback tones were a thing? Like you'd buy ringback tones of like your fucking favorite emo song. You'd have like thanks for the memories on there or some shit. Anyone? No? All right. Okay. No one else ran up their parents' phone bill with that shit? Fucking, so I had that for a while, but I didn't pay for it ever again, so they just automatically put like classical music. Anyway, she hears that and automatically assumes, this must be Will, my old friend. He loves classical music. Who else would have classical music and would be calling me at this time? So she's like, texts me, she's like, Will. And I was like, what's up? I'm 11 years old, by the way. Get to talking to this lady. Turns out she's 37. Her name is Becky. She lives in Beloit. She thinks I'm Will. We went to high school together, and we haven't spoken in like 5 years, but like one time we kind of talked, but nothing really ever happened with it. Anyways, it's kind of cool that I texted her, right? Because now we can like maybe talk about that again. Anyways, this went on for like 2 months. Yeah. But fucking I had game when I was 11 years old. I fucking knew what older ladies wanted. Know what it is? They just want to be listened to. They got problems. They're tired too, man. Listen. Anyways, one day she texts me and says, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Fine, how about you?" She says, "I'm holding up best I can." I said, "Ooh," I did not respond right to what she said. And she's like, "Pretty heavy news, huh?" I said, yes. She said, "I can't believe he did it." I was like, all right, obviously somebody did something that wasn't like a fucking good choice. Chris May. That's what I'm deducing at 11 years old. I'm like, bro, that's probably not a good thing. That's what I'm thinking in L.A. Do you remember L.A. Literature Arts? 6th grade? That's where I was, texting a 37-year-old woman about her friend who had killed herself. That was both of our friends from fucking high school. And she's like, "So can I plan on seeing you tomorrow? I really need some comfort. And I feel like the only thing that can make me feel better and my hour of need, this dark hour of our loss of our friend, would be seeing you and giving you a hug." I'm 11 years old, sitting in my LA class, 6th grade, 2006. I just texted her back. I said, "This is not Will. ... to imply an awkward pause." And then she tried calling me a bunch and shit. And then I told my mom, and she called Verizon, and she blocked her number. And that's all I got to say. All right, whatever the fuck. All right, get Chris May up here.
Keep it going for Alex Savant, everybody. Rockford spokesperson for the Rockford area. Oh, man. Rockford's an armpit, for those of you that don't know. Like, you can go to their strip clubs and get a lap dance with a Kraft single. You know. A lot of C-section scars there. That's not my thing. That's where I draw the line. Hey-oh. Fucking abortion clinics got a BOGO fucking poster in the window. Buy one, get one free. Fucking huge liquidation sale. Everything was go. It's kitty corner the Chuck E. Cheese. They can share a sign that says, "We bring out the kid in you." That's Rockford for you. Man, I had a great time. I hope you guys had a fucking great time. Joe Zwanek puts a show on every Wednesday. Starts at 9 o'clock. Sign up. You can do comedy for the first time. Just don't take too fucking long, and don't ask how everybody's doing every time a fucking comedian comes up, and you'll do just fine. I hope to see you guys here next week. Thank you very much, House Cafe. And Twitch.
Twitch folks, thank you so much. Those of you who want to watch the show later for some clips, twitch.tv/The Uncle Joe Show. Thank you guys online, all 50 of you watching. We appreciate it so much. Everyone give a big round of applause to Chris May as well. Fucking killing it. Also give another round of applause for Alex being the most fucking stoned dude I've seen up here in a very long time. Zone Blaze, bruh. It's kind of, you know, we're professionals. Have a good night. Thank you.
Voila. Voila. Yeah. I'm only coming out to play. Nothing more that I hate in this life. The wrong impression, I only have one to make. You can open your palm, waiting to catch a break. The cards will fall where they may. And what about me? I believe in fate. Huh. They wanna know where I'll be in 5. Huh. But what about today? What about tonight? Only one at a time. So precious. Is yours, is mine. Only one at a time. My life. My life.